We're getting some more breaking news now. We're learning that after US sanctions on two Russian oil firms, Moscow has responded saying that US sanctions will ultimately backfire.
View this step as counterproductive from the point of view of messages that are in favor of addressing the conflict. If the current US administration will follow the example of their predecessors who tried to coerce Russia into renouncing their national interests by imposing unilateral sanctions, the result wouldn't change. They will fail, and they will strongly affect the stability of the global economy.
Let me take this across to my colleague Anand Narasimhan, who is now with us on the broadcast. Anand, how does one read this response from Moscow, particularly after the fact that Vladimir Putin has started nuke drills? Is that a retaliation that one is looking at?
Well, one would not take, good afternoon, Greha, and to our viewers, one would not want to put weights on what Russia would want to do vis-a-vis Ukraine. But clearly, the Trump-Putin meeting not coming through has upset Donald Trump. On the other hand, Bharat wants to recalibrate and settle this issue with the U.S. And somewhere there is also an indication that some of the largest buyers of Russian oil, the private buyers, are also now going to recalibrate their Russian imports. Now, one of the aspects was price advantage. The other one was strategic. In terms of price advantage, the government, after Trump's indication, the government of India sources have also very clearly said that their calibration of oil purchases is based on international market prices, and if the prices are matched, they don't have a problem in terms of trying to understand what makes their portfolio or which nation's oil makes their portfolio or not. But there was also a suggestion that most amount of Russian oil imports were being done by private companies, and one of the biggest importers privately in Bharat has also now issued a statement which says that they are going to recalibrate their oil imports. So clearly there is a certain level of trying to balance and also trying to somewhere pacify Donald Trump and iron out the creases in the Indo-US relationships, because exporters are going to suffer. The next quarter exports need to start kicking up again. So all of these aspects together now perhaps showing this entire story in a different light altogether, where Bharat seriously seems to be wanting to recalibrate its oil purchases.
Right, Anand, thank you so much for that perspective. India has, in fact, gone on record and spoken about how this will be keeping the consumer interest paramount. But Trump continues to reiterate that India is going to clamp down on the Russian oil imports. We'll see what happens about that.